What's up, YouTube? Lambo here with the next episode of Skillcraft. I have seen one guy calling it a little bit cringe, but other than that, mostly I think it was mostly positive received. The name. Today we're starting off with a game against Nicorakt, who is a 6000 MMR Terran player. And we're playing on Hecate, if that's how you are supposed to pronounce the name, I'm not entirely sure. This is a map that is actually pretty difficult to play against Terran. We're expanding over here first, and then we'll see afterwards how the game goes. Whenever you expand in a triangle pattern, you kind of have the choice of two different fifth bases that you can take, usually also, or fourth bases rather, usually also at the exact same time, which makes defending pushes sometimes easier because you can sack one, and in general you have flexibility depending on your opponent's expansion pattern. Let's say he expands over here, this base is going to be quite far away for him. Whereas if he takes this as a third, I would take this as a fourth, right? I'm gonna try clicking a little slower than usual today to get a little bit less misclicks. I've once again swapped mice back to the one that I originally used in my GMAC Jeune shipping run, the Lambo Atlantis Mini. And I think I'll stick with it till probably probably for the rest of the year, I'd imagine. Unless a new mouse releases that I really want. I kind of doubt it though. So yeah, we're gonna pull 2 workers of gas. He SCV scouted, so it's no 2-Rex or a 3-Rex Reaper, whenever they multi-Rex Reaper, it is without a SCV scout because it's safe against everything they build. Trust me, I tried. There's nothing that you can do to kill that build. Unless you obviously hope for the opponent to make mistakes. Something like 12-foot Ravager can work once if the opponent doesn't know it, or Proxy Hedge, Roach Ravager. Even one baseling Banelings I tried. The things that seem to work the most are very delayed link Banelings when they think it's already too late. Whirling Banelings to hit, and then they're not ready, and well, most of the time you also need to kill the Reapers before the attack really hits in those scenarios. But yeah, those builds are generally safe. Not the case here though, it's just a normal opener. We'll chill over here with the Overlord. It's theoretically killable. You really don't want to lose that tumor for free. We're gonna put it down now, since the Reaper is already somewhat low HP. At 44 we make 2 Overlords. That is a purposeful supply block to get all the workers out right away. So you get 16 and 16 right here, as fast as possible, and 2 in gas. Now we have the 4 queens, that are the 4 creep queens, right from the get-go. It's basically just the most standard opener in this matchup. We're probably gonna take this as a fourth, so I'm gonna try to focus my attention in terms of the creep spread over on that side. That's kind of nice. We can surround the Hellions here and get one kill. Yep. There's a Banshee. This is a good scout. So against 3cc Banshee, usually the Spore Crawler timing can be 455 even. We made 3 of those. I made those too early, I thought the queens would get here a little bit faster. We're out of position here, playing it safe with the drones. Most important part about the early game is to not lose any workers in this matchup. Where's all our overlords? We'll go Carapace first. As I already explained, it's more important this patch than ever before. Already was really important before. So
our forces are under attack. The hive cluster is under attack. A creep tumor is under attack.
a little bit of focus here to get my macro in order because it was not going too hot right there.
Our drones are under attack.
80 drones seems about right. He only made 6 aliens, so we have pretty solid follow-up timing. We go range first. Okay. I'm surprised to not see
The hive cluster is under attack.
any tanks with this, to be honest.
A creep tumor is under attack.
I said I'll get range first, and then instead I got none of the upgrades. That's obviously not on purpose.
Our forces are under attack. Mutation. Mutation. Our forces are under attack. The hive cluster is under attack. Metamorphosis complete. Our forces are under attack.
Could be an 8 Rex. I don't see a 4 CC anywhere, so I think it's highly likely that it is in fact an 8 Rex.
Under attack.
We kind of keep expanding here. I don't think giving up the base really hurts us
Our forces are under attack.
too much here, whereas I think defending it could be suicidal. Let's make sure to counterattack for now. Make sure he doesn't get a fort base without us noting.
Mineral field
And to make sure he can't reinforce for free. Always want to make that hard for the Terran.
depleted.
Oh, he does have a
Forces
fort base on the way. Interesting.
Metamorphosis complete. Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under
That's too many units to load up. So we're gonna get a couple of kills here. That's nice. Let's get the sensor tower over here. Maybe a couple of workers as well.
forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
We should kill one of those medics.
Mineral field
Because we can, pretty much. This would have been a really nice position to fight in, but...
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
He still has a medivac here, doesn't he?
Tumor is under attack. A creep tumor is under
Let's set up the fight and try to engage in a good way over here. I was a move command! Oh my god, we just lost the game. I thought it was on A move the entire time. I was just... my eyes were completely focused on if there was anything that my infestors could do during the fight. Oh my god. We just went from a save win to a save loss, I think. To be honest, the 100% correct play here would have been to not even try to engage over here. And just kill that base at the top.
tumor is under attack. Our forces are under attack. Mineral field depleted. Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack. A creep
Okay, yeah, he's gonna attack now.
attack.
Keep avoiding his army,
Is under attack. Drones
given that there's no way or no reason for us to fight once again.
our forces.
This time I will respect his army a little more.
Mineral field. The hive cluster is under attack. Mutation. Our forces are under attack. A creep tumor is under attack. The hive cluster is under attack. Our forces are under attack.
I want the drones to tank at this point, obviously.
Our forces are under attack. Our forces, they have mineral field depleted.
What a match.
Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
He does have 3-3 actually.
A creep tumor is under attack. Our forces are under attack. Mineral field depleted.
A very fun game. So we made it a lot closer than it probably should have been. I think the worst was just the move command. So we didn't fight here because we didn't need to. We had a 4-base economy against someone doing a very heavily committed 3-base push. We made sure to see that the 4th base was late. So there was, at this point, there was no reason for us to fight. And then right here, we just killed the sensor tower. We're defending drops. All of this seems fine. And whenever you're somewhat close in resources lost against Terran, you're usually in a good position. Now, this would have been a fantastic place for us to fight because the tanks were unstitched, but I wasn't here with enough units. And now he sets up here with everything. This leaves this base entirely exposed. I should have instantly realized the moment the tanks are here. Okay, you run by here with 50 supply and it's a checkmate move. Because him slow pushing this will not have an immediate effect on our economy since we have all of these bases right here. So whenever your opponent sets up nicely, like from the side of the map, just counterattack. I could have even gone for a big counterattack towards the natural or the 3rd base. Any base really is fine. Trying to go for the fight was kind of a... Not really kind of, it was just a bad decision. I think it was okay though. It should have been okay if I actually A-moved my units because I hit very nice blending clouds. Here, the Hydras were A-moving initially, and now everything was move commanding. I mean, that fight was atrocious because of the move command. Thankfully, we had enough bank to survive and make it work. So let's get into the next game. All right, our next opponent is called Shameless. It is a 5,900, I think, MMR Protoss player. And we're here on Solaris. This is one of the better maps for Zerg because it's easy to attack Protoss on it. The map's very close and the bases are decently exposed. So instead of playing Lurker again, this game let's try to play a game with Banelings, shall we? To, you know, keep up the variety of these videos. I don't just want to turtle with Lurkers every single game. Let's instead talk a little bit about game plans. So someone asked me in my stream, he doesn't really know what to do against Protoss. He wants me to give him a game plan. I think the best way to do it, once you're a little bit higher on the ladder, let's say Diamond, Platinum, maybe as well already, you kind of want to respond a little bit at the very least. And you can already have a very simple formula really as Zerg in these matchups. You just need to learn 1 or 2 styles and you'll be fine. So this game I'll demonstrate what I mean by that with the simple game plans. So we'll open with we want to play Ravager Bane, right? And if he opens with basically Archon, Immortal, Charge Lot, that kind of stuff, we're gonna try to attack into him. If he goes Storm, we're gonna transition. That's our game plan. If he goes Storm, we'll make many drones. We try to just have run bys ready, transition into late game. If he goes for just Archons, Immortals, we'll attack him. If he goes for Robobay, we'll do the same, but we'll add Vipers. And that's the general game plan. If he goes Robobay into Storm, once again, we'll go... we probably will just try to kill him the moment before Storm finishes. That's kind of our general game plan. If it's some form of Skytos, obviously you need to respond as well, but for now our game plan is to just go Ravager Bane. I don't think this is the best game plan for, let's say, Platinum League, because Ravager Bane is not a great composition there. But you can make out these game plans yourself. Like, you can be, okay, if my opponent goes Storm, I have a higher success rate when I do Roach Hydra attacks. If my opponent goes Colossus, Roach Hydra attacks don't work, or Disruptor or whatever. So instead, I try to go Lurker. You know, it can be very simple. Another simple example of this would be if I want to play Roach Ravager Swarm Host if my opponent plays Immortal Charged Icon. So I'll open up with a Roachborn. And if I scout anything but like if I don't scout a Robobay, I'll do the attack, right? I'll go Roach Ravager Swarm Host if I see Zealots, and if I see Blink, Instead, I'll go into Lurkers, because against Blink, Swarmos are not that good. Made a third Adept's almost certainly gonna be a Stargate opener. I don't have time to make this tumor. Two Oracles, so we don't need a super early Roachborn, no matter what, pretty much. The Adepts are at home, so we can spread our links a little bit more. That's the scouting info we got just from the Zerglings alone. This is usually how you scout in this matchup. Since we want to go Ravager Bane, I'll go for an Evo Chamber. And now if... Oh, it's Robo Forge, so it's highly likely to be some Robo Bay shenanigans. It's very unlikely to be Blink at this point. We got 5 workers there, that's a lot of workers, but for an Oracle, I take a lot of worker kills actually, because Oracles... They got stuff done over time, pretty much. Okay, and that's really good for us, obviously. Let's take this base, expand away from our opponent. We'll check. I'm expecting like a sentry here and it's a zealot. I'm not expecting stalkers. Okay, there's multiple sentries. There's actually a lot of sentries, so it could be a timing. Some immortal sentry based timing attack. So that's what we gotta watch out for at this point. So we'll scout for it the moment we can. We'll get some roaches ready to morph into Ravagers if that is necessary. Just in case. We can drone up quite high, I think. Okay, it's definitely a Linen, right? This seems like such a fake gas. I'm not really buying this one. He's not been producing probes for a while. Yeah, I'm just not really buying this. I think it's an all-in. We have +1 melee, we just want to be very Ravager heavy against what he has. And we don't want to let him pass through here if possible. Okay, we use up a lot of force fields. And just make sure to always stay in the concave. We can use these to run by, maybe. He seems to realize that this is not leading anywhere. And he didn't invest in any form of AoE, which means he's pretty much dead. I don't think he has Blink either. I think he just has as many units as possible. So we're gonna probably deny Blink and attack with Mass Banelings. So there's a very logical way of closing out this game. He'll have Blinkless Stalkers and no AoE, so Banelings will do wonders here. We'll attack through the speed zones. Because speed zones obviously affect our roly boys.
Forces are under attack.
Any melee units honestly are affected by speed very heavily. That's why Ling Bane is so strong on creep in comparison to off creep.
Metamorphosis complete. Our drones are under attack. Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under
And he's dead. You can kill as many drones as he wants. This is not recoverable. So yeah, how did I know at which points I would drone? That's what I quickly want to explain in this game. So we know our opponent went for a quick third base with Oracles. That's super standard. So if it's a single Oracle, we would need to go for a relatively quick Rocheborn on a short map like this, probably 420 at latest if it's a single Oracle build, because it can be very fast glaives. So we go in for the scout since we saw there's a third depth, no stalker. There won't be any anti-air. The moment I see Robo and Forge, we know already, okay, it cannot be some Blink Stalker build, because Blink Stalker builds obviously started with a Twilight before a Robo. So the most likely options now are any kind of Robo Bay or a Robo All-In. Robo All-In being the less likely version, but either way. So at this point already we know we can drone up to 66. There's no All-In that can come at us, and there's no pressure that can come at us that can kill us early on. To be honest, we can even go up to 80 with a good early game without any units other than a couple of links to defend 2 or 4 adepts, depending on how many adepts my opponent makes. And that's the kind of stuff you need to know. Like you can do a lot with very little scouting info, but the moment I even just saw the second Oracle, I know, okay, I can delay my Rocheborn for quite a bit. Until at least 430, maybe even a little bit more. Than the moment you see the sentries, you know, okay, I can make a million drones, but this is more sentries than he would do if he would play, let's say, Archon, Charge Lot, Immortal. So usually whenever Protoss makes this many sentries, it's for an attack later on against Zerg. It is either some Colossus-based build, because Colossus, Stalker, Sentry works very well together, or it's an earlier all-in that's based around force fields. That's usually what happens when Protoss warps in this many sentries at high level. Okay, let's get into the next one. Alright, our next game is against Clem's off race once again. Playing a lot of Protoss these days. He's 6,400 MMR. And we're playing on Oceanborn. I haven't decided yet what I want to play. I don't want to try out the Lurker again, because it's a little bit of a better opponent now, so we can actually figure out if I can beat decent opponent with Lurkers, since it usually doesn't really happen that often. But I haven't decided yet. Let's try to scout and then react to what we see. Let's say against Stalker styles, we're gonna play Lurker. Against Zealot styles, we're gonna play Banelings. Let's do it that way. Just simplified, basically. I swapped back, by the way, after the last game to my other mouse, to the Xiaopin Z1 again. I have such a hard time deciding which one I like more. It's whichever one I'm not using currently. It always feels like I'm missing out. I have a mouse FOMO with mice that I literally own. It's not like I'm thinking, okay, I need this mouse as well. It's just, I'm like, okay, but now this mouse feels a little bit better. It's crazy. They both have the same clicks and they feel kind of similar in my hand, so it's... I don't think it actually makes that big of a difference. Chrono right away, interesting. He cancelled the warp gate. Second chrono on the way as well. We're gonna commit in here. No one knows. Alright, that's still circling there. That's not optimal. Not sure if the adepts went back. Here they are. Lost a lot of lings for one adept. That's obviously not worth it. I knew exactly what would happen. Like I knew exactly the the Orca is gonna come here and try to help his buddy out. So it's really difficult for me to predict how well defended that one actually would end up being. Turns out quite well defended. This is not good, but it's like not the absolute worst either. I prefer losing like a queen over losing 3 drones, for example.
Our drones are under attack.
I don't know what that drone was a sacrifice to the Oracle gods. That was not on purpose. I'm very sorry. Okay, so it's stalkers.
Are under attack.
I kind of want to go. Oh, I already went +1 melee. out of out of just always going +1 melee the moment I see stalkers, because that's what I used to do in the last patch.
Our drones are
But I wanted to play Lurkers this game, so I meant not to do it, but ended up doing it anyways. So I guess we're playing
forces are under attack.
Ravager Bane after all. Scout for the gases over here. There are none. Very late pressure from him, honestly. You can just revelate. Not sure why he's not doing it.
Mutation.
I droned up way too scared. Because usually he all-ins whenever he plays this. Let's try to get some vision on the map.
A creature
He overstepped significantly.
Our forces are under attack.
Did you just blink forward? It doesn't matter, I guess. Kinda would like the +2 before I attack, so I'm gonna chill.
Mineral field depleted. Minerals are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
No way that finishes.
Forces are under
Yeah, I don't think so.
Our forces are under
There's no run by right now, so if we manage to get a fight, our +2 should be done by now. Let's get a macro hedge. I'll expand over here as well. If we get a fight with just mass Banelings against what he has, I feel like we should just win.
Our forces are under attack. Mineral field depleted. Our forces are
Do you have double upgrades? He does. Oh, we just go again.
forces are under attack.
We will lose some units on the retreat, but I think that's okay.
Our forces are under attack.
We'll send some units towards the bottom to try and kill this base while we attack the other one. That's my game plan right now. Let's see if it holds up.
Forces are under attack.
Lost significantly more there than I would have liked.
Mineral field depleted. Our forces are under attack. Mineral field depleted. Our forces are under attack.
I really wonder how I would have done
Field depleted.
with Lurkers in this game. But yeah, this is basically the style that I'm actually good at, the style that I play all the time. Roachling Bane. It has received a nerf. But I think if you play against someone who plays the hero style and then does nothing with his units, and you get a max out engagement against a max out engagement, and you have a million Banelings and they have a million Stalkers, it really favors the Baneling player. The difficulty usually when playing this style against the best players with the hero style is that they constantly have run-bys, and it's very difficult for me to get a full-on maxed out engagement versus a full-on maxed out engagement. I need my Banelings to defend the run-bys, but this game we did a good job at getting map control, The Prism died as well, and there was no run-bys going on anywhere, so we could just keep all of our army together, and in that case, the Stalkers don't trade that well, because the Stalkers are usually supposed to trade over time, and not against my entire army together. The Zealots are more useful, not in the main army, because they don't do anything against mass baiting armies. They're much better used as a run-by, so that's his biggest mistake, is just not doing anything with what is supposed to be an active style. Now, if we played Lurkers, I wonder how it would have went. I'm kind of sad we didn't, but I'm glad we won all 3 games. And if you guys have any questions, you can let me know in the comments. I still, my biggest question to you guys is, are you guys satisfied with Skillcraft? You guys still have a week to decide. And until then, I mean, if you guys can come up with anything better, just let me know. And if you like Skillcraft, I mean, Skillcraft is perfect because someone said it in the comments, it's perfect because we're literally crafting our skills. This is what this is about. We're not doing it yet, but in 1 week from now, when this account has balanced out its MMR, I think we will start around somewhere, maybe 6-6. We'll see. I will only use this account for the show, and at that point, we will try to focus on 1 skill at a time. And what I'm expecting to happen is the MMR to stay steady, maybe decline a little bit, probably some ups and downs, but in the end, after all the weeks, I will try to try hard for a week, and we will see how much better we have become over that time frame. So that is my vision for this show. I hope you guys are looking forward to it as much as I will, because I'm actually very interested in seeing the results of this. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next video, and bye bye.